253,665 metric tons, with 235,142 metric tons being wheat, whilst the balance is for maize and traditional grains. Cabinet would like to highlight that a total of 1,036,000 metric tons comprising 852,260 metric tons of maize, 184,121 metric tons of wheat, and 340 metric tons of wheat flour were imported by the private sector as at the 20th of November 2024. To date, 885 import permits have been issued to 423 companies to import 4,430,000 metric tons of maize against a deficit of 1 million metric tons. Government continues to monitor the volume of imports, the stocks at millers, import prices and import sources ahead of the festive season in order to eliminate arbitrage opportunities. The nation is advised that a total of 563,961 metric tons of wheat have been harvested to date from the winter cereals production plan. Of this total, 91,149 metric tons have been delivered to the Grain Marketing Board, with 83,149 metric tons being from the Agricultural Rural Development Agency. Water availability and grazing conditions have begun to respond to the recent rains, and there has been a reduction in terms of the challenges in terms of water availability. Feeds have been distributed to 27 districts in order to support 107,000 cattle. Communities have been mobilized to complement government efforts. Meanwhile, the summer plan aims to increase production of the 2024-2025 cereals to 3,274,000 metric tons from the 744,271 metric tons in the 2023-2024 season. The overall production volumes of major crops are expected to increase by 347%. The country expects to receive normal to above normal rainfall during this season, and farmers have already started planting the summer crops across all provinces. A total of 3,241,000 hectares is targeted to be planted in terms of the summer crops this season as follows: maize 1,800,000 hectares, sorghum 418,000 hectares, pure millet 275,000 hectares, finger millet 27,000 hectares, soybean 77,000 hectares, groundnuts 385,000 hectares, sugar beans 55,000 hectares, round nuts 110,000 hectares, and African peas 93,500 hectares. Of the total hectarage, 635,584 hectares is targeted for the climate-proof Presidential Input Supply Scheme, the Pfumvudza Intwasa program, and the rest by CBZ, AFC, NMB, and other banks, and by the private sector and individual farmers. Meanwhile, the distribution of the presidential inputs, including cotton, has commenced. Progress with the silo expansion projects is on course at the following depots: the Kwekwe, the Mutare, Grade, the Mangura, Mburwi, Timber Mills, Lupane, and Rutenga. On cotton, a total of 427,550 farmers will be supported through contract farming, with a target covering an area of 278,750 hectares. The target production for tobacco during the 2024-2025 season is 300 million kilograms. Currently, 120,963 growers have registered for the 2024-2025 season, which is 8% more than the 112,445 growers who registered during the same period in 2023. Of these farmers' hectarage, some 93% is being produced under contracts from 27 registered contractors for the 2024-2025 season. The total area transplanted as of 20 November 2024 is 43,814 hectares compared to 41,699 hectares planted in 2023. Cabinet considered and approved the public-private partnership project between the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructural Development and the Forbes Border Consortium on the upgrading and modernization of the Forbes border post, which was presented by the Minister of Finance, Economic Development and Investment Promotion, Honorable Professor Janfen Muswere, who is also the chairman of the Public-Private Partnerships Committee. As part of the Second Republic's drive towards modernization of the country's ports of entry, the Forbes Border Consortium has been contracted by the government of Zimbabwe for the upgrading and modernization of the Forbes border post in Manicaland province. The approval to implement the project is the second phase, following a full feasibility study conducted by the consortium and the ensuing validation process by the government of Zimbabwe. The Forbes Border Consortium will implement the modernization project under a design, build, finance, operate, and maintain framework. The financing arrangement seeks to promote a private sector-led economy to reduce fiscal pressure whilst leveraging on royalty payments during the project life. The scope of the project includes, among others, the following: the renovation of the border post buildings and infrastructure, the construction of new buildings, facilities such as way bridges, roads and parking lots, the enhancement, improvement and integration of ICT systems, significant improvements to traffic processing systems, and the construction of staff houses. The infrastructural investment is poised to generate positive growth in terms of improved control of traffic along the Beira corridor, the establishment of a preferred transit link to the SADC region, increased treasury collections through enhanced monitoring and collection capabilities, improved security and efficiency for transporters, and improved connectedness of Zimbabwe to the region, thereby positioning the country in a position to benefit from the Africa Continental Free Trade Area through faster movement of goods in the region. Cabinet approved the amendment to the principles in terms of the amendment of the Postal and Telecommunications Act, Chapter 12.05, as presented by the Minister of ICT, Postal and Courier Services, Honorable Tatenda Mavetera. The amendment will ensure specialized expertise, operational efficiency, financial accountability, policy coherence and alignment with global best practices in terms of the utilization of the Universal Services Fund. These factors will contribute to the effective management and utilization of the fund, ultimately supporting the goal of universal access to communication services in Zimbabwe. Cabinet received and noted a report on the SADC Extraordinary Summit, which was held on the 20th of November 2024 in Harare, as presented by the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Trade, Honorable Janfen Muswere. His Excellency the President, Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa, chaired the summit as the SADC chairman. The summit was attended by heads of state and government from Botswana, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Madagascar, and Mozambique. Tanzania was represented by the President of Zanzibar, while South Africa was represented by its Deputy President, while also the Kingdom of Eswatini was represented at the level of Prime Minister. Angola, Lesotho, Malawi, Namibia, Seychelles, and Zambia participated at ministerial level. The summit considered also the report on the summit DRC, which also indicated that the mission had provided stability. The summit also noted the report submitted by the President of the Republic of Mozambique on the post-election political and security situation in Mozambique. The summit commended the SADC chairman, His Excellency the President, Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa, for convening the summit and for the excellent facilities that were put at the disposal of the visiting delegations. I thank you.